Welcome to forexfilms. It is Thursday, May the 5th, 2011. And as expected from my video yesterday, we had a gigantic upsurge in the dollar today. I did not expect it to go near this far, but I did expect a powerful movement upward, and that's what we got. Thanks in large part to ADP initial claims. Here's a chart going back to beginning of 2010. We can see kind of meandering and then sloping downward. This is initial jobless claims, and then it started to go up a little bit, and this month it skyrocketed. It was expected to go down a little bit to 410,000, and then we got over 470,000. This was the second biggest miss in history for expectations, and we definitely saw movement across the board. We were already getting bearish in currencies, especially commodity currencies and metals, and then we got some massive follow through today. As much as 5 to 10% across the entire energy complex. Silver down 11% on the day. Oil down 10% on the day. The euro dropped 2%. Gold 4%. Let's take a look at some of these. Here's oil. As I pointed out yesterday, it had already broken through the bottom of this trending support yesterday. And here's our massive follow through today. Here's the weekly. From our bottom all the way back in December of 2008, we've made a recovery nowhere close to the high really, but in a three-wave movement, and now we have a sharp decline. It certainly looks like reversal we've been waiting for. Here at the monthly, you can tell it never even made it close to this top. But now it looks like we'll be going lower. So let's check out gold. Gold, here's its massive drop on the day. Though after looking at oil, it doesn't look as impressive, but this is a massive drop from all-time highs. A lot of things you'll see have a bearish engulfing pattern forming, even on the weekly. This is actually the monthly, but maybe it'll get there. Probably will. Yeah, the red candle is already way bigger than the blue. So let's take a look at silver. Silver is down about 40% from its high. This is the weekly. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So pretty much 2 months of silver gains, which we thought were incredible gains, have been taken out in a week. We did have margin increases coming pretty much daily, which people are saying contributed to this, but I think it was just a insane build-up and something had to knock it down. And stocks were just not affected near as much as this, but they did drop also. So let's take a look at currencies. Here's the dollar again. We're going to come out a bit. So here we have that congestion, then the fifth wave out of a triangle, followed by 1, 2, and then wave 3. So this was a one-day affair. It would be good to do a fib investigation. And maybe 73.70, 73.50. $73.36 if it would take a lot of people gaining confidence back quickly for us to come all the way back down to 73.3. I really don't think that's going to happen, but there's a ton of support here if it does. Let's switch it over to the euro. Here, pretty much in reverse, this last movement was a little bit more bullish, a little bit more clear-cut in the euro. I wouldn't have made this prediction really just basing completely off the US dollar index, but basing off the euro. Yesterday, I saw this forming. I took my short at about 49.40, I think it was. Maybe 49.30. And I'm just sticking with this. Actually got out of half my position, and then while I was sleeping, hit my entry order to get me back in full position at about 48.70. And I'm still holding right now. Probably be better to do the fib level on this than the US dollar index. This 38.2% looks like a decent level to rebound to. We got this resistance right here and the fib level. Again, I don't think we would have to have a massive turnaround one day in sentiment to hit this 61.8. I don't think that's going to happen. And if it does, might start thinking about the possibility that this isn't the reversal we were waiting for. And the daily. Looks like we're going to have to go out a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like this 382 is off some really good former resistance long term too. So I would short off of there. I'm going to add to my position. Let's take a look at some more pairs though. Pound dollar. This was actually our last high here, I believe. No, actually here. And this is actually looking like a pretty clear pattern. This could either be the end of 5 or end of 3. And then I would just fib down from here. We have good resistance all in this area. But as I was saying before, a lot of times the pound likes to rebound sharply in a non-Elliott characteristic way. So let's look at Australian dollar. I already drew a bunch of lines on here, but basically this trend line, which there's really no reason to have much faith in it right now, but the Australian dollar is picking back up quicker than a lot of the other currencies. Euro has barely made any move. Then if we consider this wave 1, it made about a 32.8% retracement, but sharply. And then 38.2 would be 106.65. So actually, this would probably get more to between 50 and 61.8. Looks like a good resistance, good rebound point there. And a couple more. Dollar yen. We actually had finally a rebound here, but this is not really looking too bullish for the dollar yen, and we'll probably just end up in continuation for the downside. I'm not going to really mess with this right now. Dollar CAD. This likes to congest a lot of times and then have sharp movements. This is definitely a sharp movement off the bottom. If we can get continuation past this initial 97-98 area, I think it would be an excellent time to find a place to buy. This usually moves quickly and sharply when it does move, so you can make some good pips quick. Dollar Swiss, finally coming off record lows. Really interested in getting in on this also, but looks like Euro is still the winner. Let's see if we can pull up Euro Swiss. Yeah, Euro just keeps hammering down against the Swiss franc, and until this shows signs of bullishness, I'm not going to put very much on the franc. I'm going to always maintain a full Euro position. Also, one other thing I forgot to mention was that Spain had another debt auction today that was quite disappointing and fell short of their maximum. So we could have a renewed focus on the problems here, and we want to make sure we're paying attention on the fundamental side as well as the technical side, because we have some uncertainty right now. But back with a more detailed report this weekend. Have fun with NFPs tomorrow, but I don't think we're going to be moving that much. We never do if we have a Thursday before that moves this crazy. So good luck. Give me comments, likes. Any questions are appreciated. Thanks.